In the middle of the harsh Australian outback stands a city that should never have existed. A place of dust storms, scorching summers, and endless red earth. Yet beneath one rocky ridge lay a discovery so valuable that it gave birth to one of the largest companies on Earth. This is the story of Broken Hill, the town that built BHP. In far western New South Wales, more than 1,100 kilometres from Sydney, Broken Hill rises from an unforgiving landscape. The town sits beside a long, strange ridge that early European settlers called the Broken Hill because of a visible gap in its formation. For decades, nobody realized what lay beneath it. The country looked barren. Water was scarce. Temperatures regularly climbed above 40 degrees. Few imagined that this isolated ridge would become one of the richest mineral deposits ever discovered. Everything changed in 1883. A boundary rider named Charles Rasp was inspecting sheep fences when he noticed unusual rock formations on the hill. Curious, he collected samples and believed he had found tin. The rocks were sent for testing. The results revealed something far more valuable. Beneath the dusty ridge lay enormous deposits of silver, lead, and zinc. Rasp and 6 partners quickly formed the Broken Hill Proprietary Company on the 13th of August, 1885. The initials of that company would eventually become known around the world. BHP. At first, success was far from guaranteed. The mine sat hundreds of kilometres from major ports and cities. Supplies had to be hauled across vast distances. Water shortages threatened operations constantly. Dust filled the air and summer heat baked the landscape. Yet thousands of hopeful miners arrived anyway. Within a few years, Broken Hill had transformed from isolated grazing country into a booming frontier city. The streets echoed with the sounds of horse carts, steam machinery, and blasting operations. Hotels, shops, and theatres appeared almost overnight. Fortunes were won and lost with astonishing speed. By the 1890s, Broken Hill had become one of the richest mining centres in the British Empire. But wealth came at a cost. Mining conditions were dangerous. Underground tunnels stretched deep beneath the earth. Rock falls, poisonous dust, and explosions were constant threats. Tensions eventually erupted during the famous Broken Hill miners' strike of 1892, one of Australia's most significant industrial disputes. Thousands of workers battled mining companies over wages and conditions, helping shape the future of Australia's labour movement. Meanwhile, BHP faced another challenge. The richest silver deposits were beginning to decline. Many mining companies would have faded into history. BHP chose a different path. Company leaders realised that Australia's future lay in steel. In 1900, BHP began investing in iron ore and steel production. By 1915, enormous steelworks were operating in Newcastle. The company that had started on a lonely ridge in the desert was now helping build railways, ships, bridges, and entire cities. Over the following century, BHP expanded across Australia and around the globe. It survived world wars, economic crashes, and changing technologies. Through mergers and international growth, it evolved into one of the largest mining companies in the world. Yet it all began with a boundary rider picking up a strange rock in the outback. Today, the original line of lode still dominates the skyline of Broken Hill. Massive mine workings remain visible, while museums and historic buildings preserve the story of the town's extraordinary rise. Visitors can still stand on the ridge that changed Australia's economic future and imagine the excitement of those first discoveries beneath the blazing desert sun. Broken Hill is more than a mining town. It is proof that one unexpected discovery can transform a landscape, create a city, and launch a company that would help shape the modern world. In the heart of the outback, a Broken Hill became an unbreakable legacy. If you enjoyed this story and would like to see more forgotten, unusual, and fascinating chapters of Australian history, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. New videos are released regularly, exploring the places, people, and events that help shape Australia, often hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.